Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Clever High School. This is Benji Finsky alongside my broadcast partner, Josh Pope. We're live here in Clever tonight, where the Blue Jays play host to the Mt Vernon Mountaineers. A matchup of two very solid teams. Mt Vernon coming into this contest, riding the waves of a 7-game winning streak. They are playing some very good basketball. Clever, 10-4 on the season, 10-4 on the young season. They have been up and down in their last 5, but a very good team as well. I bring in my broadcast partner, Josh Pope, and for those of you listening in to us, Josh, a member of the 2008 Final Four team here at Clever. Josh, as we look at these two teams, should be a good matchup tonight.
Yes, that's for sure. Both teams look pretty talented. We've got length and lots of athleticism all over the court.
You know, Josh, as a former basketball player, you've been through the season multiple times. We're now into mid and late January, a time of the season where you hope that the team is coming together and starting to put the pieces in place for a district run, a state run. These two teams have the capability of going deep into the playoffs.
Yes, yeah, but at this time in the season, you're really hoping that teams are coming together as far as their chemistry now. You've seen some parts start to work, and both teams look like they are poised to make a run. They've got the potential.
You know what, Josh, when you take a look at these two teams, you got to compliment both coaches for scheduling this game because it's a non-conference game. They're out of conference tonight. And they didn't go after anybody that's a weak link by any means. Clever going into the Big 8 to go after Mt Vernon, and Mt Vernon taking on one of the best Class 3 schools in the area in Clever. So credit to these coaches and to the athletic directors.
Yeah, they've both really went out and tried to challenge themselves throughout the year to make that run at the end. That's where the money is. That's where everybody wants to be, is right there at the end.
Going to the Final Four. Josh, as you take a look at any ball game for that matter, as a player, as you're getting ready for a contest like this, what do you look at as the keys to a victory in a game like this?
Well, when any time that you're playing in a game like that, you've got to really be sure again about chemistry and about just getting guys to play the right way so that at the end you're ready. The season's going to go up and down. There's going to be a lot of changes. You may even have some injuries. You hope nobody ever does, but those are a part of the game, and it can change. So guys have to be able to adjust and. At the end, or at this time in the season, you're going to be looking to really make sure guys are clicking well. And
we are very proud to be bringing you this contest tonight, and this is one of maybe 8 to 10 games that will be coming your way here with the Clever Blue Jays. And a big thank you goes out to tonight's sponsors that include Southern Bank, Rick's Tire Shop, B&K Fireplace, Bank of Billings, Danny's Pizza of Clever, and Pit Stop Auto. A huge thank you to all of those sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We're going to slip away and hear from some of those sponsors. When we return, we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups here from Clever High School. Back after this timeout, you're listening to the Talon Sports Network.
Rick's Tire Shop and Automotive is located in Clever, Missouri, and is locally owned by Jeremy Leahy and Tyler Moore. The shop is a full-service automotive shop and is ASE certified. They also honor extended warranties and even specialize in Asian import repair on Toyota, Lexus, Scion, Honda, and Acura. Other services offered include brake service and repair, front suspension and steering repair, ball joints and U-joint replacement, oil changes and lube along with transmission service, tune-ups and engine diagnostics, timing belts and all preventative maintenance, heating and air conditioning service, and Missouri State inspections. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is known as the Fireplace Family. What do? Sales, installation, and service on gas, wood-burning, and electric fireplaces, as well as pellet fireplaces and pellet stoves. They also work with new construction, repairs, or remodels. They represent Astria, Iron Strike, Empire, and Monessen. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is located at 4130 West 3rd Street in Battlefield, Missouri. For any questions, call B&K Fireplaces at 886-0660. That's 886-0660.
Banks are like people. Some treat you like family, while others act like you're just a number. At the Bank of Billings, we're just local folks. We're home-owned. That means our decisions aren't made in Kansas City or St. Louis or Des Moines. They're made in Billings, Missouri. The Bank of Billings, member FDIC, Billings and Marionville, come see us. We're just local folks, too.
Bank of Billings is an equal housing lender.
Back at Clever High School, this is Benji Pinsky alongside Josh Pope. Still about 8 minutes away from tonight's tip-off. The Blue Jays and the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. A look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Mount Vernon Mountaineers, a 6-foot junior guard, Ty Boswell. Also a 6'2" senior guard, Jarrett Massey. At another guard position, 5'10" junior, Cale Cornell. Also 5'10" sophomore guard, Kelly Vaughn. And the big guy in the middle, 6'7" junior forward, Kyle Bushman. So for the Mountaineers, it's Boswell, Massey, Cornell, Vaughn, and Kyle Bushman.
Our Blue Jays tonight that will be starting the game for us, you're going to be looking at a 6'3" senior forward, Mark Christopher, alongside 6-foot senior guard, Jared Sopick. Number 6-foot junior guard, Devin Hampton. Another 6-foot senior guard, Derek Sopick. And then our 6'6" senior forward, Jacob Partee.
And for those of you just listening in, first time for the Blue Jays, a pair of twins on the team, all seniors, the Christophers and the Sopicks, and so we'll be doing our absolute best to keep that straight tonight. Those kids been playing ball together here at Clever for a number of years, and we will be conscious of that as we go through tonight's game. Josh, as you take a look at these two teams, Clever started out red hot this season. I believe they got out to an 8-1 start, and now 10-4, so 2-3 in their last 5 games. They're coming off a win at Crane the other evening, 56-44 in that game, and a solid effort throughout much of that. They got off to a big lead down at Crane, had to hold on in the second half to post that victory. Mount Vernon got off to a very rocky start this season, now ripped off 7 in a row. Their last 2 games, a win over Aurora, 58-53, and then an impressive 68-57 victory over Stratford. So this is a Mount Vernon team that's finding its stride.
Yes, they're coming into the nest red hot at this time, and the Blue Jays are looking to kind of solidify this middle part of the season and hopefully keep things on track for that good run. And
looking forward to these teams. You take a look at Clever next week. Well, it's out of the frying pan and into the fire as they'll travel east to Nixon, playing the Nixa tournament, and I believe their first game is against St. Joseph Benton, if I remember right. And Mount Vernon will be going to Bolivar, and they'll be taking on Savannah in the Bolivar tournament. So both of these teams really ratcheting up their competition here mid-season.
No break, like you were saying. Again, challenging themselves and trying to step up and make that run.
A good crowd coming in here at Clever tonight, a special event night with all the young cheerleaders performing at half times, and that brings in a lot more bodies. So one of the largest crowds of the year here to see the Jays host the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. Still about 5 minutes away from tonight's opening tip. We'll slip away, hear from more of our great sponsors. We'll be back with more of the pregame after this timeout on the Talon Sports Network.
When you're hungry, head to Danny's Grill Pizza and More in Clever for some of the best pizza around, as well as sandwiches, Frito pies, wings, chili, and much more. With so much variety on the menu, everyone in your family will find something to satisfy their hunger. Danny's is your one-stop for a great meal and desserts from pie to ice cream creations. So when you're hungry, stop in for a great meal at Danny's Grill, Pizza, and More, 212 Clark Avenue in Clever. Open 3:30 to 8 on Monday, 11 to 8 Tuesday and Wednesday, and 11 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Or call 417-743-3278 for local area delivery. That's 743-3278.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season. Rick's Tire Shop and Automotive is located in Clever, Missouri, and is locally owned by Jeremy Leahy and Tyler Moore. The shop is a full-service automotive shop and is ASE certified. They also honor extended warranties and even specialize in Asian import repair on Toyota, Lexus, Scion, Honda, and Acura. Other services offered include brake service and repair, front suspension and steering repair, ball joints and U-joint replacement, oil changes and lube along with transmission service, tune-ups and engine diagnostics, timing belts and all preventative maintenance, heating and air conditioning service, and Missouri State inspections.
This game brought to you in part by Southern Bank, Rick's Tire Shop, B&K Fireplace, Bank of Billings, Danny's Pizza, and Pit Stop Auto. A big thank you to those sponsors for making this broadcast possible here tonight. As we said, a big crowd on hand here at Clever High School. The Clever Blue Jays out of the SWCL hosting the Mount Vernon Mountaineers out of the Big 8 Conference. And Josh, one thing I know for certain, Mount Vernon being from my neck of the woods back in the day, they are year in and year out a very solid basketball program.
Yes, they consistently bring guys that just know how to play the game, and they play together. And that stuff can be quantified in a game.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys, very solid team. They won't beat themselves many times, and just a great matchup here tonight for the Clever Blue Jays. You know, something about playing in front of a big crowd, Josh, you've done it before, get you going a little bit more, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, before the game, your hands are a little more sweaty. You're a little bit jittery. You're, I'm sure, just like a horse at the, at the race, just chomping at the bit, ready to go.
Good one. We're going to slip away one final time before tonight's opening tip-off as we prepare for the national anthem here at Clever High School. We'll be back with the tip-off after this timeout on the Talon Sports Network. Welcome back to Clever High School, just moments away from tonight's opening tip-off. And Josh, I should tell you that the last time I was behind a microphone, I was calling a state championship game at Missouri State University, and you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate the Monette Cubs one more time for that state championship run. You talk about an exciting team to watch. That was a lot of fun. The Mountaineers being introduced as we look on. And I should also say, Josh, it's probably been about 5 to 6 years since I've done a basketball game, so I'm going to have to get the rust off there as well, but hopefully I can help guide you through this process. And in future broadcasts, Clint Satterley will be joining you, and hopefully I'll be able to help Clint too. So the Blue Jays being introduced in front of a big home crowd, and we're just minutes away. Again, the starters for the Mountaineers: Ty Boswell, Jarrett Massey, Kel Cornell, Kelly Vaughn, and Kyle Bushman.
Our Blue Jays tonight again: Mark Christopher, Jared Sopik, Devin Hampton, Derek Sopik, and Jacob Partee. So we've got both sets of twins out on the floor to start the game.
Just the way to get it started, absolutely.
Just to throw a wrench in everything.
You gotta love it, no doubt about it. Both starting squads have been introduced, and we're just seconds away from the start of this one. Glad to have you along here from Clever High School. It's the Clever Blue Jays and the Mount Vernon Mountaineers, non-conference basketball here in Christian County, in front of, I wouldn't say a capacity crowd, but a near capacity crowd here at Clever. The Blue Jays out in their home white uniforms, trimmed in blue and gray. The Mountaineers in their traveling green uniforms, trimmed with white numerals. The Mountaineers going left to right as we look on, the Blue Jays going right to left from our vantage point here high atop Clever High School, or as Josh likes to call it, the nest. Ball in the air, and the tip controlled by the Blue Jays. Sopik with it between the circles. Passes right side to Partee. Left side, the ball goes to Sopik, into Hampton on the block. One dribble, passes out Partee. Shot fake, now feeds left side. Shot in the air, up, no good. Rebound controlled by the Mountaineers. And Jarrett Massey. Massey with it, left side. Feeds to the left corner to Cornell. Right side now to Boswell. Right corner to Vaughn as the Blue Jays open in man-to-man defense. Here's Massey with it. Right side jump stop, feeds up high. Three-pointer in the air from Boswell, no good. Long rebound controlled by the Mountaineers. Out top, three-pointer in the air is good. Three-pointer by Kel Cornell. The Blue Jays down court now as Partee has it. Right side, he gets it to Hampton. Now left side, the shot in the air by Christopher, up, no good. Tip is good by Devin Hampton.
Good athletic play by Devin Hampton there.
Hampton with a tip in. It's 3-2 Mountaineers, just 1 minute and 20 seconds into this one. Mount Vernon with it now into the front court. Vaughn goes right side to Massey. Massey out high to Ty Boswell. Out top it goes to Cornell. His shot up and in, another three-pointer, and it's 6-2.
That one came to look like from the same spot.
Here come the Blue Jays into the front court. Pass goes right side, Partee with it. Jab step now feeds into the corner. Pass out high, it comes to Hampton. Now ball swing to the left side. Tipped away and controlled by the Blue Jays. Out high, controlled by Sopik. Now left side, Partee for three is no good. Rebound controlled by the Blue Jays. That's Jared Sopik. And I guess they're calling the rebound over the corner of the backboard.
It actually looked like they called it stepped out of bounds there.
All right, so
when
out of
Sopik
bounds.
Came down, he landed right on the line, it looked like.
So it gives the ball to the Mountaineers, and Mount Vernon with the ball and a 4-point lead. Mount Vernon with it, a whistle in the front court and a foul called against the Blue Jays. I believe that goes against Devin Hampton.
Devin with a body check there.
Should be noted tonight that Blue Jays playing without head coach Luke Brocious under the weather today, and longtime assistant Clark Satterley running the show now from the sideline. Here come the Mountaineers, ball fed inside, pump fake shot on the way, is in and out, no good. Rebound down to the Mountaineers, 15-footer up and in by Kel Cornell.
Looks like Cornell has come out kind of hot for him, hit a couple shots early on.
Blue Jays to the front court. Sopic drives and feeds to his brother. Now the Blue Jays reset with Partee right side. Drives to the block, shot up, no good, but he's fouled on the play. 5:11 left here in the first quarter. Mount Vernon with an early lead. It's 8-2. Jacob Partee to the line to shoot two. The senior eyes the basket, shot in the air, and it's good. 8-3. Mount Vernon.
Partee on the season is a 92% free throw shooter, so rather well from the line.
Is a good shooter. Hopefully we didn't jinx him here. Second free throw in the air and in the bucket. And a quick timeout called by the Clever Blue Jays. We'll take one as well. 5:11 left, first quarter. Mount Vernon 8, Clever 4, back after this 30-second timeout.
Fireplaces Incorporated is known as the Fireplace family. What do? Sales, installation, and service on gas, wood burning, and electric fireplaces, as well as pellet fireplaces and pellet stoves. They also work with new construction, repairs, or remodels. They represent Astria, Iron Strike, Empire, and Monessen. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is located at 4130 West 3rd Street in Battlefield, Missouri. For any questions, call B&K Fireplaces at 886-0660. That's
back at Clever High School. 5:10 left here, first quarter action. Mount Vernon with the ball and a 4-point lead. To the front court comes Kelly Vaughn. Vaughn feeds left side. Now the ball reversed to the right side. Massey. Massey looking to drive, cut off, whistle, and a foul on the Blue Jays. The second team foul called on Clever, and Mount Vernon will have it. Massey to trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline, gets it out high. It goes to Cornell. Cornell with a right-hand dribble, now feeds right side. Mount Vernon attacking a 2-3 zone. Massey near the sideline, feeds way out high between the circles now to Cornell, who resets, feeds left side to Boswell. One dribble, now feeds left side, shot up and in for the Mountaineers. Another three-pointer, this time Jarrett Massey.
That one looked like it about touched the rafters there.
Yeah, brought down some rain with that one. 11-4 here early. Partee into the lane, kicks it right side, gets it back. Into the lane with a dribble, kicks right side to Sopic, and he's cut off and fouled on the play as Derek was making a move. He was pushed on the drive. Hampton triggers inbound speed to Partee. Three in the air, good.
Count it.
Partee with a three-pointer, and it's 11-7. Mountaineers with the ball in a 4-point lead. Pass goes right side to Boswell. Between the circles, it goes to Cornell. Cornell cut off, now feeds Massey. Massey left-hand dribble in the lane, 10-footer up and in. Massey with a two-pointer, he has 5 for the game. Quickly to the front court, Matt Christopher, his shot is blocked as he went into the lane, and the Mountaineers have possession with a 6-point lead. Here comes Mount Vernon to the front court. Kelly Vaughn, bounce feed inside. Now the pass out to the right, reverse to the left side. Three in the air, this time it's long, no good. Rebound down to Derek Sopic. Derek to the front court, drives, now kicks. Shot in the air, up no good as Caleb Peck just checked into the game. He misses his first attempt, and Clever unable to cut into that 6-point lead. Massey feeds left side. Now to the left wing, the pass goes. Cross-court feed. And a handoff comes to Boswell. Boswell cut off, looks to feed inside. Pass stolen away by Hampton, saved nicely. To the front court to Peck, back to Hampton, spin move. Shot, no. They're going to say he's fouled on the floor, so it'll be Clever basketball. Josh, a lot of athletic talent right there. A very good move from Devin Hampton.
Yes, he's a good facilitator for this team, and they look for him to be more aggressive. He can really open some things up with his dribble drive.
Here's a three-pointer up and in by Partee, and the lead down to 3, 13-10 here early going. Kelly Vaughn to the front court, feeds left side. Pass goes to Massey. His shot up is no good. Partee with a strong rebound. Quick outlet down the court to Matt Christopher into the lane. He loses control out of bounds. The turnover gives it back to the Mountaineers.
They're really going to have to limit those tonight. With Mount Vernon playing as solid as they do year in and year out, those things will come back to bite you.
Kind of those unforced errors. And looking to make a drive on the right side. Christopher lost control. It went out of bounds, so Mount Vernon will have it. 2:19 left here in the first quarter. Mount Vernon 13-10 over the Clever Blue Jays. Mountaineers walk it to the front court as Vaughn hands off to Boswell. Boswell to the high post. He'll pass to Bushman. Bushman bounce feed inside. Shot up and in. Nice play there for the Mountaineers as Boswell has his first basket.
A big man that can pass, always something that's always appreciated on a basketball team.
Absolutely. Here are the Blue Jays with another turnover, and the Mountaineers have a chance to increase their 5-point advantage. Feed goes left side to Cornell. Now out high to Boswell, who loses the ball left side, and it'll be a turnover for the Mountaineers. Checking in for the Clever Blue Jays, Mark Christopher coming in, as is Jared Sopik. Jared back into the lineup after a brief rest. Clever down by 5, 15-10. Here's Peck with it, left side to Partee. Partee one dribble, feeds to Jared Sopik. To Partee, shot from the baseline, rings out, no good. Defensive rebound down to the Mountaineers. So here come the Mountaineers left to right as we look on. Shot in the air is no good off the back iron. Rebound controlled by the Mountaineers. And a travel on the inside as the Mountaineers made one too many passes that time. And the traveling violation gives it back to the Blue Jays. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Clever with the ball, down by 5. It's 15-10. Devin Hampton between the circles. Now angles his dribble to the right side. Looks right, now feeds left to Peck. Peck with the drive right side, hands to Partee. Into the lane, looks to feed inside and overshoots his target, Mark Christopher. And back to the Mountaineers here, as it's been back-to-back turnovers in the last 45 seconds or so, Josh. Mount Vernon to the front court. Vaughn with a left-handed dribble will hand to Massey, who drives, and his shot is blocked out of bounds by Mark Christopher.
Big block there by Christopher. He is actually leading our team with close to 2 blocks a game.
And that's a bunch. That is a big stat there. Not a huge kid, but boy, he can get off the floor in a hurry. We're inside 30 seconds left here in the quarter. Vaughn with a low bounce pass that's corralled by Fenton. Now feeds right side, a three-pointer up and in by Ty Boswell. And Mount Vernon enjoys their biggest lead. It's 18-10. Here's Hampton to the front court. Feeds to Peck. Now into the corner to Sopik. One dribble, he gets it to Mark Christopher. Now he hands to Jared Sopik for 3. Back iron, no good. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Our score after 1, Mount Vernon 18, Clever 10. Back with more action after this 30-second timeout.
When you're hungry, head to Danny's Grill Pizza and More in Clever for some of the best pizza around, as well as sandwiches, Frito pies, wings, chili, and much more. With so much variety on the menu, everyone in your family will find something to satisfy their hunger. Danny's is your one stop for a great meal and desserts from pie to ice cream creations. So when you're hungry, stop in for a great meal at Danny's Grill, Pizza, and More, 212 Clark Avenue in Clever. Open 3:30 to 8 on Monday, 11 to 8 Tuesday and Wednesday, and 11 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Or call 417-743-3278 for local area delivery. That's 743-3278.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season.
Back at Clever High School, just a reminder that you're watching Clever Blue Jay basketball on RadioTalon.com, or you can listen in to RadioTalon.com. You can also catch it on a Clever TV, Web TV. 7:50 left here in the second quarter. Just underway here in the second period. Mount Vernon on top 18-10, and they have the ball in the front court as Kelly Vaughn dribbles left side, hands to his teammate Fenton, now out high. The ball reverts to the right side to Massey. Massey with a couple of dribbles, picks it up, now flips it out high to Cornell. Cornell got off to a very hot start here tonight. Here's a drive by Chance Fenton, and he is hand-checked as he got near the left elbow, and the foul will go against the Clever Blue Jays. That's Jared Sopik with his first personal. Team foul number 3 on Clever.
The Blue Jays are probably going to have to clean it up just a little bit to really have some juice at the end of the game.
Here come the Mountaineers with the ball right side is Massey. Massey with a couple of left-handed dribbles, now feeds left side to Vaughn. And the pass to Boswell, who takes steps before he puts the ball down. Turnover back to the Blue Jays. A nice sized crowd here tonight at Clever High School.
It's a little warmer in the gym tonight.
It's getting warmer. I tell you what, all the heat's rising up here. It might be you and I, though. Here come the Blue Jays with the ball. Sopik to Sopik, now into the corner to Peck. Peck with one dribble. Feeds it left side. Jared Sopik now back to Peck. Peck gives to Derek Sopik. Drives. Shot on the way is no good. Kind of a wild shot that time. Comes down in the hands of the Mountaineers. Vaughn with it, right wing. Keeps the dribble alive, now feeds left side. Drive into the lane, shot up, no good. Offensive rebound comes down to Boswell. Ball passed back out, a drive, shot up, no good. And a charging foul on the Mountaineers. Good defense that time by the Blue Jays.
Yeah, charge is the best play in a basketball game that you can have. It's the only one where you take away from their team and add to yours.
And if I recall, you had a cat on your team that liked to take a lot of charges.
Yes, shout out to Charlie Whaley. I think either led or was close to leading the state in charges that year, over 30.
Yeah, he had no regard for his own safety, I tell you, that kid.
He would dive on the floor. He did all the intangible things that you want a player to do on a team.
And every good team really needs to have a player like that.
Yep.
Here come the Blue Jays, down by 8. Partee in the right corner, feeds inside to Christopher, who dribbles it off his right shin and out of bounds. And right now the Blue Jays stuck on 10 points, Josh, as they've been battling the turnover bug.
Yeah, they're like we said earlier, they're going to have to clean it up a little bit to give themselves a chance. Early in the game still, but
yeah, they got to get going here. Here come the Mountaineers with it. Pass to the right side goes to Boswell. Now out high, lob feed inside. The pass is tipped and stolen away by the Blue Jays. Here comes Derek Sopik into the front court. Now pulls up, gives to his brother. Now flips left side to Partee. Partee cross court, it goes to Jared Sopik. His shot in the air is good, a three-pointer.
The Blue Jays can get hot. They've done it a few games before.
Jared Sopik with the three. It's 18-13. Mountaineers to the front court. Here's Massey with a couple of dribbles. Feeds inside. Shot up and in off the glass. Kyle Bushman with his first basket. And it's 20-13. Devin Hampton to the front court. Stutter steps there and feeds right side to Jared Sopik. Now left side it goes to Mark Christopher. His shot off the front rim. Here comes a 2-on-1 for the Mountaineers. Massey drives, shoots, and scores. Jared Massey now with 7. It's 22-13. Between the circles, Derek Sopik. As the Blue Jays set the offense, feed right side goes to Mark Christopher to Partee, who drives, who shoots. The ball halfway down, rings out, no good. And Mount Vernon with a defensive rebound to the front court. 3 in the air is no good. It wouldn't have counted anyway, as Ty Boswell traveled before he let it go.
Too many steps. Those are tough shots. Running down the court, stepping right into a three.
Yeah, you got to have your feet ready. You have to have your feet ready on a play like that. Mountaineers up by 9, 22-13. Hampton feeds left side. Shot in the air. A quick shot that time by the Blue Jays. And the ball down to the Mountaineers. One pass and a shot for Clever. Mount Vernon with it. Right side Boswell. Shot up good. That time he had his feet ready. And Boswell hit the two-pointer. And the Blue Jays won a timeout. 4:19 left second quarter. Mount Vernon 24, Clever 13 back after this timeout on the Clever Sports Network. Back at Clever High School. 4:19 left here in the first half. Clever trails at 24-13. Back to action here. Blue Jays with it to the right side. Now to the top of the key. Pass inside to Sopik. And now to Partee, back out to Derek Sopik. Partee left side, he'll drive, running one-hander. Tickles the twine from 8 feet out. A basket by Partee. And it's 24-15. Mount Vernon with the ball to the front court. Here's Boswell with it between the circles. He looks right, feeds right, gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn with a left-handed dribble, gets to the top of the key. Now hands off to Massey. Massey spin move toward the lane, is bumped and is fouled on the play. And that personal foul will go against Matt Christopher, I believe. And for Christopher, his first team foul number 4 on the Blue Jays. So the Mountaineers will trigger the inbound speed sideline right here in front of us. Mountaineers going left to right as we look on here in the first half. Vaughn with the ball out high. Now drives, feeds left side. Massey drives, shot off the glass is good. Actually, that's Ty Boswell. Boswell now with 9 points, and the lead swells to 11. It's 26-15. In the corner is Matt Christopher, back out high to Derek Sopik. Derek goes right side to Partee, now to Jared Sopik. Out high to Partee, fakes into the lane, 14-footer up and in.
And that kid can knock up some points.
He sure can, 26-17. Here comes Mount Vernon, pump fake, now pass left side, drive into the lane, layup up, no good. Bushman with the rebound, his follow is good. Bushman, a 6'7" junior, mopping up that play. It's 28-17. Three-pointer in the air for the Blue Jays, no good. Hampton with a strong rebound, his follow good.
He's trying to do some different things to help out this team.
Hampton, not very tall, but a good rebounder.
I think he's got about half a foot there of hair on top.
He does, a very good flat top. Here's a backdoor cut by Massey. Massey hits the layup. He now has 9 points. Clever to the front court. Hampton feeds it left side. Christopher now to Sopik, who drives into the lane, kicks it out to his brother. Cut off on the right baseline. Now the ball reset out high to Matt Christopher. Christopher to Hampton. Hampton on the block, turns and is held on the play. Fouled by Kelly Vaughn. I believe that's Kelly's first personal. Team foul number 5 on Mount Vernon. Boy, I have to get up to speed with my fouls. I'm keeping a good job on the points, but not on the fouls. Actually, the second personal foul on Kelly Vaughn. 5th team foul. Hampton feeds into Partee. One dribble, shot, strong. Rebound. Fought for, a whistle and a foul called on the Blue Jays. This will go against Matt Christopher. That's his second. And team foul number 5 on the Blue Jays. 1:38 left here in quarter number 2. It's all Mount Vernon right now as it's 30-19. Into the front court is Cornell. Double team, now feeds it right side to Bushman. Bushman gets it to Fenton, and Fenton as he drives is blocked on his route to the free throw lane area. Personal foul will go against Devin Hampton, his second. Team foul number 6 on the Blue Jays. So the Mountaineers will have it underneath their basket.
Hampton with those really quick hands. That time it came around to bite him.
Called for the personal. Now Mount Vernon with it as Fenton has it out between the circles. Nearly loses the ball as it's tipped into the backcourt and out of bounds. Last touch by Caleb Peck, who had just checked in.
Peck, a transfer from Glendale.
Yes.
Where our Coach McTagg is now there.
Yeah, former Clever Blue Jay coach McTagg.
And he has that same drive that we all know Coach McTagg puts into his players. He is a worker through and through.
Absolutely. Personal foul whistled on Mount Vernon. Fouled on number 10, Ty Boswell. That's his second. Team foul number 6. Illegal screen gives it back to Clever. Clever with the ball down 30-19. With the ball, Derek Sopik. Between the circles, he'll feed left side to Matt Christopher. In to Hampton. Hampton, one dribble, jump hook, no good. Rebound controlled by Mount Vernon. I tell you, it's one and done for the Blue Jays here this evening so far. Mount Vernon to the front court, a scramble for a loose ball controlled by Clever. Here comes Matt Christopher to the front court. He's at the left side, gives to Partee. A 3 in the air is no good. Rebound controlled by Mount Vernon initially, now Clever with it. Here's Sopik looking to drive, gets it to Peck, who's fouled on the play, and Caleb will go to the line shooting 1-and-1.
There he is again, diving on the floor. Missed it the first time, it came back to him. Rewarded the hard work.
Personal foul goes on Brett. That's not right. I thought he wasn't going to see the floor tonight. Yeah, he's not on the floor, not 23. Maybe 24. We'll go with Cale Cornell with that one. Because I don't see it 20.
No.
It's either 22 or 24. I'll give it to 24.
I think you've got it right now.
There's no 23. Here's Peck with a free throw up and in. So Peck hits the throw. It's 30-20. Important here for Clever to get this lead down to single digits before halftime. Yep. Peck's second one in the air and in the basket. 30-21 Mount Vernon. 28.6 seconds left before halftime. Clever with full court pressure now. Vaughn with it against Peck. Zigzags his dribble into the front court and hands to Massey. Massey between the rings. Looks left. Now dribble drives to the right. And he's called for a carrying violation as he got the ball stuck on his hip. And Clever will have a chance here to whittle down that 9-point lead. Well, as a ball handler, you hate when that happens, when that ball gets stuck on your hip.
Every once in a while, it feels like there's just some peanut butter on your hands or something there.
Here come the Blue Jays with a shot here before halftime. Hampton to the top of the key. Pull up 16-footer is good. Devin Hampton with a hoop and the lead down to 7. And that should take us to halftime. Oh my goodness, a three-pointer thrown in from about 50 feet. That was Cornell that hit the three. Cale Cornell hit that one from the spiking line on the other side of half court, and it rattled in, and that gives Mount Vernon a 10-point lead here at halftime. Our score at intermission, Mount Vernon 33, Clever 23. We'll slip away here from some of our outstanding sponsors. We'll be back with our halftime show after this timeout on the Talon Sports Network.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season.
When you're hungry, head to Danny's Grill Pizza and More in Clever for some of the best pizza around, as well as sandwiches, Frito pies, wings, chili, and much more. With so much variety on the menu, everyone in your family will find something to satisfy their hunger. Danny's is your one stop for a great meal and desserts from pie to ice cream creations. So when you're hungry, stop in for a great meal at Danny's Grill Pizza and More, 212 Clark Avenue in Clever. Open 3:30 to 8 on Monday, 11 to 8 Tuesday and Wednesday, and 11 to 9 Thursday through Saturday. Or call 417-743-3278 for local area delivery. That's 743-3278.
Banks are like people. Some treat you like family, while others act like you're just a number. At the Bank of Billings, we're just local folks. We're home-owned. That means our decisions aren't made in Kansas City or St. Louis or Des Moines. They're made in Billings, Missouri. The Bank of Billings, member FDIC, Billings and Marionville, come see us. We're just local folks, too.
Bank of Billings is an equal housing lender.
B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is known as the Fireplace Family. What do? Sales, installation, and service on gas, wood-burning, and electric fireplaces, as well as pellet fireplaces and pellet stoves. They also work with new construction, repairs, or remodels. They represent Astria, Iron Strike, Empire, and Monessen. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is located at 4130 West 3rd Street in Battlefield, Missouri. For any questions, call B&K Fireplaces at 886-0660. That's 886-0660. Rick's Tire Shop and Automotive is located in Clever, Missouri, and is locally owned by Jeremy Leahy and Tyler Moore. The shop is a full-service automotive shop and is ASE certified. They also honor extended warranties and even specialize in Asian import repair on Toyota, Lexus, Scion, Honda, and Acura. Other services offered include brake service and repair, front suspension and steering repair, ball joints and U-joint replacement, oil changes and lube along with transmission service, tune-ups and engine diagnostics, timing belts and all preventative maintenance, heating and air conditioning service, and Missouri State inspections.
time.
All right, back at Clever High School. Benji Finsky along with Josh Pope. Our engineer tonight is Daisy Kayas, our cameraman Jeff Ogle. Producer engineer Daisy Kayas, I should say. You know, that's the title I gave her a couple of years ago, and she's earned it very well. Here at halftime, Mount Vernon on top 33-23, following a unlikely three-pointer before intermission as Mountaineers knocked one in from about 55 feet. But you know what? The ball has to go somewhere, and that time it found the bottom of the well. Taking a look at first half scoring, first of all for the Clever Blue Jays. Devin Hampton finished the first half with 6 points. Jared Sopik had a three-pointer. He had 3. And Jacob Partee had a total of 12 points. And that's just about all the scoring for the Blue Jays in that first half. Outside of Caleb Peck's 2 free throws. And only 4 Blue Jays hit the scoring column in the first half. For the Mount Vernon Mountaineers, Ty Boswell finished with 9 points in the first half. Jarrett Massey also with 9 points. Kel Cornell with 11, including that 55-foot bomb before halftime. And Kyle Bushman, the big kid inside, with 2 baskets. That accounts for the 33 tonight. So only 4 Mountaineers scoring, but you're looking at somebody in double figures already and 2 others knocking on the door. So plenty of time here for the Blue Jays to get back in this one, but they got to start playing some better basketball.
Yeah. No, they're going to have to start working the ball a lot better and getting an inside look. We've seen them take how many three-point attempts, one right after the other, and they're not afraid to shoot it on one pass. So it's going to take a little more poise.
Which is absolutely okay if you're making. But when you're not making, that puts a lot of stress on your defense because you're playing 80% of the ball game, you know, on the defensive end.
No, and the Blue Jays with their length and athleticism can disrupt a lot of teams. But again, Mount Vernon has played like a champion. They are poised and are making all the right decisions right now.
You know, a year ago, these 2 teams hooked up down in Lawrence County. They played at Mount Vernon, and it was a game that Mount Vernon really controlled throughout most of the game. And then the last 3 minutes, the Blue Jays caught fire and caught them at the buzzer and ended up winning by 1 or 2, I don't remember. I mean, it was an unlikely comeback because for all intents and purposes, you thought Mount Vernon had the game, and somehow, some way, the Blue Jays were able to snatch a victory out of the jaws of defeat. And, you know, as a Blue Jay fan, you hope the same thing happens, and as a Mountaineer fan, you would like to see the team hang on here tonight. And Josh, when I coached years and years and years ago, I always talked to my team about the first 3 minutes of the second half and just how important it is. If the Blue Jays were able to win the first 3 minutes here and whittle this lead down, they'd be right in the middle of the game.
You're
if, however,
right.
Mount Vernon comes out and wins, now you start looking at some desperate times.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Mount Vernon could really extend their lead, and Clever is going to have to make an adjustment. Coach Brocious not being here tonight. They need to really rally together around assistant coach Clark Satterley and put the ball in the hole.
And Clark Satterley, as we said, long-time assistant coach, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better, assistant coach here in this area. He knows these boys. He's worked with them for a long, long time, and all the way through junior high and on up. So hopefully they'll respond to him here in the second half. 8 minutes placed on the clock. And we're ready for action here at Clever High School. The Blue Jays will have it now going left to right as we look on. Devin Hampton with the ball between the circles. He looks to the right, now dribbles left, feeds to Partee. One dribble, baseline shot up is no good. Hampton with the rebound, but is nudged out of bounds, and the turnover gives it back to the Mountaineers. So once again, Josh, one shot and done for Blue Jays.
Yep. They're going to have to find some poise. They're going to have to find a way to get inside and then create some havoc here on the defensive end. Hopefully they can make up for it.
Here come the Mountaineers with the ball. Left side is Vaughn. Vaughn shot on the way from 12 is good. Kelly Vaughn with his first basket, and it's a 35-23 lead. Hampton to the left side, feeds to the left corner to Mark Christopher. Now to Partee into the lane. He'll drive. He shoots and scores. and is fouled on the play.
Partee with a strong move there to the basket, showing his height, getting the ball above the hands and finishing at the basket.
Third foul on Ty Boswell. That could become a story here in the second half. Partee's free throw is up and good. He adds to his 92% free throw percentage. 3 for 3, I believe, tonight. 35-26, lead down to 9. Here come the Mountaineers. Out high, the ball is Cornell. Now right side, shot in the air is short. Rebound, Mountaineers shot up and in by Ty Boswell. Boswell leads the Mountaineers. Well, he has 11. He's at the top of the scoring column. Here's Partee. Pump fake now gives to Sopik. 3 in the air is no good. Partee with a rebound. To the right side, he kicks it back out. Shot on the way is good. Three-pointer from Mark Christopher. Second chance points there for the Blue Jays. The lead down to 8. It's 37-29. Feed goes right side to Cornell. Now left corner to Massey. His 3 is on the way is good.
With an answer.
Massey with his second 3 of the night. The lead back up to 11. Here's Partee, right wing. Feeds to Christopher now to Sopik, left side to his brother. High to the right side. Here comes Partee's 3. It's up and in. 40-32. Back and forth we go. Here come the Mountaineers. With the ball at the top of the key is Boswell. He'll feed right side to Cornell. Cornell to Massey, deep left corner. Saved it from going out of bounds. Feeds now out high to Vaughn. Vaughn with a left-handed dribble. Is fouled as he drove to the left wing. Mountaineers will have it on the sideline right in front of us. That personal foul whistled on Clever's Devin Hampton, and that's his third personal foul. So Hampton has 3 fouls, and Ty Boswell has 3.
He needs to be careful. He's going to be needed in this game, it looks like.
Absolutely. Down by 8. The Blue Jays set up defense, man-to-man defense. Here's Vaughn with it. Looking to drive against Hampton. Now feeds the left side to Cornell. Back to Vaughn. Right side, Massey. Massey into the lane. Jump stop. Shot up, and it is good. Massey showing his strength. Has his 6th basket of the night. Here's Hampton looking to drive. Out to Partee. Back to Hampton. Partee to the free throw line now. Feeds left side, Sopik. Here's Partee looking to drive. 12-footer in the air. Back iron, no good. Strong rebound down to Bushman. And the Mountaineers with a chance to add to a 10-point lead. Devin Hampton picks up Vaughn between the circles. Vaughn still with the dribble. Looks right. Feeds right. Massey able to corral it. Now he'll throw it out of bounds. His pass intended for Chance Fenton. Turnover gives it back to the Blue Jays. And so many of these names I'm reading, I remember these guys as wide receivers in football. You know, Fenton and Massey. Massey was a good one.
Yep.
And a very good athlete, and you can tell.
Yeah, a lot of these guys from Mount Vernon and on both teams, a lot more guys are dual sport athletes now.
Here's Sopik right side. Jared with it. Now left side to Derek. Sopik out to Partee. Couple of dribbles. Feeds Christopher. Out to Sopik. Right side. Shot on the way. Barely draws iron. Is tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Mountaineers. So Clever will retain possession. Caleb Peck checks in. Peck replaces Mark Christopher. So it's Christopher, Sopik, Peck, and Partee. Partee has it out high. Feeds it to Sopik. One dribble back to Partee, into the corner to Peck. To Partee. Feeds right side Sopik. Ball fake, gives to Peck. Right corner it goes to Matt Christopher. Christopher across court to Derek. Sopik, his 3 up, no good. Rebound down to Bushman. Here come the Mountaineers. 3:50 left here as a three-pointer up and in by Cale Cornell, and that is his 4th 3 of the night. The lead back up to 13. Here come the Blue Jays with it. Derek Sopick calls a timeout, and we will take one as well. 3:37 left here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon 45, Clever 32. Back with more basketball action from Clever High School on the Talon Sports Network.
Rick's Tire Shop and Automotive is located in Clever, Missouri, and is locally owned by Jeremy Leahy and Tyler Moore. The shop is a full-service automotive shop and is ASE certified. They also honor extended warranties and even specialize in Asian import repair on Toyota, Lexus, Scion, Honda, and Acura. Other services offered include brake service and repair, front suspension and steering repair, ball joints and U-joint replacement, oil changes and lube along with transmission service, tune-ups and engine diagnostics, timing belts and all preventative maintenance, heating and air conditioning service, and Missouri State inspections. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is known as the Fireplace Family. What do? Sales, installation, and service on gas, wood-burning, and electric fireplaces, as well as pellet fireplaces and pellet stoves. They also work with new construction, repairs, or remodels. They represent Astria, Iron Strike, Empire, and Monessen. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is located at 4130 West 3rd Street in Battlefield, Missouri. For any questions, call B&K Fireplaces at 886-0660. That's 886-0660.
This game being brought to you in part by Southern Bank, Rick's Tire Shop, BK Fireplace, Bank of Billings, Danny's Pizza, and Pit Stop Auto. Here come the Mountaineers with the ball. Fenton's shot from 8 is good. Chance Fenton with his first basket. And the lead is 15 for Mount Vernon. Here come the Clever Blue Jays. Peck with it in the corner, feeds to Hampton. Hampton with one dribble, now dishes out high to Matt Christopher, now left side to Derek Sopick. Sopick looks right side, gets it to Christopher, now to Partee, left side, Derek Sopick. Peck to Hampton. Hampton has it tipped away from him. He retreats and gets it near midcourt. Clever down by 15 points. Mount Vernon with a 47-32 lead. Here's Partee, right side, feeds to Hampton. Hampton bounce pass, right side, Christopher to Peck. Peck's drive up, no good, but he's fouled on the play, and he'll shoot 2.
There's Caleb Peck again with a hard chance at a basket. Kid is always working.
I tell you, that time the Blue Jays showed a little more patience on the offensive end, and they're rewarded with 2 free throws. Peck hit 2 earlier. This one on the way is good. Okay, I'm going to go back into the vault for this description. Okay, you ready for this one? All right, Peck at the line. He eyes it, he tries it, and he buys it.
Very nice.
That was retro right there. All right, 47-34. Remember that one. You can use that on Clint.
Yep.
All right. Here's Vaughn with it into the front court. Vaughn carries it as he was being hounded by Hampton that time. The turnover will give it to Clever. Down by 13, 47-34.
Hampton, I thought, was going to work himself into getting a 5-second call there.
Instead, it's a turnover, a carrying violation. Backdoor cut, Peck. His reverse layup is blocked, but it's a goaltending on Bushman. So give 2 more points to Caleb Peck. And the lead down to 11. So Mount Vernon here with the ball as they go right to left as we look on. Here's Vaughn, still with the dribble. He kicks it, and a scramble for it. The Blue Jays got to it, and then a traveling violation will give it back to the Mountaineers. Kind of a scramble play that time, and Derek Sopick came up with it and took a step before he put it down. Timeout on the floor. The Mountaineers want to talk it over. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here this time. It's only a 30-second timeout. And remind everyone that you are listening to Clever Blue Jay basketball. Or you can check us out at radiotalon.com or web TV as well. If you go to radiotalent.com to web TV, you can click on the Clever Blue Jays logo, and that will get you here. So this game's streaming live on the old internet. What a tremendous tool. As we bring you action from Clever, and this game being brought to you in part by these fine sponsors: Southern Bank, Rick's Tire Shop, BK Fireplace, Bank of Billings, Danny's Pizza, and Pit Stop Auto. Without their support, these broadcasts would not be possible. Mount Vernon triggers to Vaughn. Vaughn's shot on the way is an air ball. And the rebound corralled by Clever. Here comes Hampton to the front court. He drives, dishes to Peck, whose shot is no good, but Caleb once again will march to the free throw line.
He has a little bit of a steely reserve in his eye. He can go ahead, and if he knows the foul is coming on the play, he'll still step up and make it. And you need that on every team.
Here's Peck from the free throw line. This time it rings in and out, no good. Lead stays at 11. Peck's second one. Rattles in. And it's 47-37. The lead trimmed down to 10. Here's Vaughn in the backcourt. Vaughn now to the front court. With a left-handed dribble, he's double teamed, and the ball stolen away by Devin Hampton. Here come the Blue Jays. Hampton to the front court. He drives and is fouled on the play. And Hampton will step to the line shooting 2 shots.
You can see the aggression from the Blue Jays has stepped up. And again, they've been rewarded each time.
You know, their defensive play has picked up. That's 4 personal fouls now on, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
On Cornell. Boy, I need to get with it. Free throw up and in. Well, better get up, Cornell, with 4 personal fouls. I was behind a foul or 2. 4 team fouls on Mount Vernon. Hampton back of the line. And he misses the second one as it rings out. No good. Mount Vernon with the ball and a 10-point lead. Handoff goes to Massey, who reverses his field and is fouled as he drives. Massey, a 6'2 senior guard. Fouled by Derek Sopik. For Derek, his second personal, team foul number 2 on Clever. Massey to trigger the inbound speed, does so to Vaughn. Vaughn to the left block, cut off there, double team, now kicks it out high, gets it back on the left wing. Vaughn into the corner, 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Clever as Cale Miller missed that 3-pointer. Here comes Peck, who hands off to Sopik. Now to Hampton. Hampton into the lane, runner from 12, no good. Rebound controlled by Mount Vernon. Here come the Mountaineers. Miller, right side, picks up his dribble. And there's a timeout.
It looked like Jacob Partee on that last rebound came down a little bit hard and was shaken up just a little bit. Referee's going to check on him real quick.
Yeah, there wasn't an advantage-disadvantage there, so they were able to stop play and check out Sopik, and it appears that he's going to be okay. Yeah, he went down kind of in a bunch down here on the block. You know, you can't say anymore he had his bell rung, because as soon as you say that, it's concussion protocol.
Oh,
so
man.
you have to be careful about that. But he will go to the bench as Christopher comes in to replace Partee.
And it looks like they're going to
check him out.
check him out, which is good. Anytime there's anything close to a head injury, you want to make for sure.
And I tell you what, it's great that Clever has a trainer on site, and that makes a big difference.
Yes.
Here come the Mountaineers now with it. Inside 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Backdoor cut to Massey. His shot up, and it's good. Fouled on the play. He'll go to the line. Massey now with 16 points to lead all scorers. He'll go to the line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Personal foul goes on Mark Christopher, his first. Free throw in the air, no good. And a whistle on this play. I didn't see it, but a foul will be called on Kyle Bushman. That's his second. Team foul number 5 on Mount Vernon. That was kind of away from the play. But Clever will have it down by 12. We're inside 30 seconds left here before the end of the third quarter. Mount Vernon 49, Clever 37. Hampton between the circles, feeds right side to Caleb Peck. Peck hands back to Hampton as the Blue Jays will go for the final shot of the quarter. Hampton at the top of the key, looking to drive, spin move, dishes, shot up and in, beautiful feed. And Christopher makes them pay. And the third quarter shot at the buzzer is no good. Our score after 3, Mount Vernon 49, Clever 39. We'll slip away here from one of our sponsors. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout on the Talent Sports Network.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season.
Back at Clever High School, 8 minutes placed on the clock. Benji Finsky, Josh Pope with you, alongside our producer engineer Daisy Kayaz, our cameraman Jeff Ogle. It's good to see them again. We spend a lot of Fridays together in football season, about 15 of them this past fall. Haven't seen them since November though, so it's good to run into them again here at Clever. Glad to be bringing you action here from Clever High School. This is the first of about 8, 10, 12 games that may be coming your way this year. So really proud to have this connection with the Talent Sports Network. Mount Vernon with the ball in a 10-point lead as they have it in the front court. Here's Vaughn with it into the lane. Nearly loses it. Now dishes out for a three. The shot up and in. That was Massey again, and that guy's been hot tonight. His third three of the evening. Partee back into the lineup. He feeds right side now inside to Hampton. Left side, Sopic to Partee on the baseline. He'll take a 15-footer. No good. Rebound down to Christopher. Jared Sopic with it. Now out high it goes to Mark Christopher. To Hampton in the lane. Driving shot, no good, but he's hacked on the play, and he'll go to the line.
Hampton again being active into that last third quarter, had a nice dish to finish up.
Mount Vernon on top 52-39 as Hampton steps to the free throw line. Free throw on the way, and he tickles the twine from 15 that time. That was from the archives too. But
Put it in the repertoire.
There you go. Trying to give you a few. Plant some seeds. 52-40. Second free throw on the way is good. 7-10. The lead is 11. Mount Vernon right to left as we look on into the front court. Massey with it now, left wing. Massey with a couple of dribbles now. Angles the pass right side. Into the corner it goes. And now Massey brings it back out, gives to Boswell. Boswell left side to Vaughn. Vaughn out high to Fenton. His drive on the way is good. Nice fingertip roll there by Fenton. He now has 4. Here's Partee driving right side, cut off, and now double teamed. The pass is deflected and stolen away by Mount Vernon. 3-on-2, shot on the way from the right side, no good. Rebound controlled by Mark Christopher. He gives off to Hampton, and Hampton races to the front court. Left side, the ball to Jared Sopic to Partee. Right side to Christopher. Left side now to Matt. To Partee for three. Shot no good, but he is fouled on the shot, and that'll be 3 free throws, I believe. Maybe not. It might have been on a screen.
It looked like the foul was, was away from the ball on the screen.
That's Massey's second, and it was actually on the screen. So it'll be Matt Christopher that'll go to the line. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Matt. Right-handed free throw on the way is no good. A missed opportunity there. And that defensive rebound down to the Mountaineers. Pawn to the front court, dishes to Massey. He lets another three go. This one circles out, no good. Rebound controlled by Jared Sopik. Left side, it goes to Matt Christopher. Right side to Peck. Peck into the lane, dishes left side, Christopher. Out to Jared Sopik. To Derek Sopik, who looks to drive, dishes to Peck. Running one-hander is good. Ball deflected out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Mountaineers. Okay, Josh, the difference between basketball and football is basketball never stops. Football, you got a break every 25 seconds. Here come the Mountaineers with it in the backcourt. Massey one-on-one against Derek Sopik. Breaks the timeline, now sets up shot between the circles. Goes right side to Vaughn. Vaughn uses a left-handed dribble. Gets to the top of the key. Still with it, now gives off to Cornell. Now right side it goes to Boswell. He'll drive. Shot up is no good. It actually went but will not count as he was fouled prior to the shot. Personal foul on Matt Christopher's his third. Team foul number 4 on the Blue Jays. Lob feed inside is tipped away but corralled by the Mountaineers. Vaughn with it, outside, right side it goes to Cornell, now to Massey. Massey with a left-handed dribble is ridden on the play, and a personal foul will be whistled against the Blue Jays in the person of Derek Sopik. Sopik's third, team foul number 5 on Clever. Still not in the penalty as we move along here with 4:50 left, fourth quarter action. Here's Massey with the ball in the lane. Right-handed shot off the back rim, and it goes down. So Massey has the basket. And there was an intentional foul, and now I believe a technical foul on the Blue Jays. So we'll have to sort this one out. I believe an intentional foul went on Matt Christopher, and then he followed that up with a technical foul as well. So that's going to be 2. He'll be out of the game. That will be.
Yep. He threw his goggles on the sideline. He knows he's done. Coach Satterley there using a learning moment.
Well, and what happened there was the basket went in, then there was a whistle away from the ball. So Mount Vernon got the 2, and now they're going to get 4 free throws.
Yeah.
Because I saw an intentional foul called and then a technical foul call. So I have a feeling you're going to have 4 free throws here.
Yep.
Here comes the intentional foul.
That's a 6-point swing. That's
and the ball.
Yeah, and those are things you cannot have.
Free throw in the air is good. Trying to see, is that Boswell at the line, I believe?
Yep.
Yep, Boswell hits the free throw. He makes the
both
second. And you know what I would do right there as a coach? I'd let him stay there. He's in a rhythm. Let him stay there, but instead it'll be Massey to shoot. His free throw,
Yep.
No good.
There you are.
He gets one more. I tell you, you get a guy at the line making free throws, you let him shoot them.
Oh yeah, those always come in handy at the end of a game.
Second free throw is good, and now Mount Vernon will have the ball.
We talked about how There's a lot of people here tonight. These guys are getting a little bit rough with each other, and it looks like one of the Christopher twins there, he just got let his emotions get the better of him. But Coach Clark seems to have settled him down.
For the most part, I would say you are right as we go back to action here. Boswell with it. Now the lead is 16 points following the barrage of free throws. Here's Massey with it, who loses it to Peck. Peck to the front court. He drives and is fouled. And Massey needs to probably be quiet there too, because that's the same official who just teed up one of the Blue Jays. Massey will pick up his third personal.
Caleb Peck just everywhere, trying to do everything for this team.
Free throw in the air and in the basket. Peck with 5 free throws tonight and a couple hoops, so he's at 9 points. Next one up is no good. Rebound down to the Mountaineers. And a foul near midcourt here. I believe this one will go against Derek Sopik. That'll be his 4th. Massey to the line, shooting 1 and 1. His free throw is off the back iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Jared Sopik, and he's fouled on the play, and I believe that's Massey that's picked up his 4th personal foul. Actually, it'll be on Bushman.
Yep.
Bushman picks up his 4th. Team foul number 9. That'll send Jared Sopik to the line, shooting 1 and 1. First free throw up is good. He earns the bonus. It's in the air and in the basket. 59-46. Mount Vernon with it against full court pressure. Massey throws it near side and it goes out of bounds. So the turnover will give it right back to the Blue Jays. Trying to get back in this one. They've trailed by 10 at halftime, and that lead has been between 9 and 16 here in the second half. Inbound feed to Derek Sopik. He gives to Hampton. Inside to Partee. Turnaround jumper up and in. Partee with the turnaround jumper trims the lead to 11. Here's Vaughn to the front court. Driving into the lane. Still with it. Now kicks it right side to Cornell. Cornell out to Massey. Massey looking to drive now. Brings it back out as the Mountaineers run clock. Handoff comes to Cornell to Boswell. Boswell, left-hand dribble, dribbles it off his foot, picks it up, feeds inside, now back out to Vaughn as the Mountaineers reset. Vaughn into the lane, kicks it right side. To Massey, now to Cornell. Cornell loses the ball. Here comes Peck to the front court. His layup is good. And the lead down to 9, 59-50, 3:23 left here in the 4th quarter. We'll slip away here from one of our sponsors. We'll be back with more action right here on the Talon Sports Network. Back at Clever High School, 3:23 left in this one. Clever trying to make a a comeback here in the fourth quarter. They've trimmed 7 points off this lead. The score 59-50. Mount Vernon on top.
And after all that action, if they hadn't had a 6-point swing, they're within 3.
That's absolutely right. There was a number of free throws in a row after an intentional foul. You know, at the very least, there was 3 or 4 points there, and you start looking at that. If it's 56-50 right now, you're talking about a 2-possession game.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, you got to understand that there's always a lot of time left in a game, and you just got to maintain that poise for the full 32 minutes.
Yep.
Jace Griswold checks in for the Blue Jays as Mount Vernon breaks the press, and they'll get a layup on the other end. That was Bushman with his 3rd basket. Lead back up to 11. Here's Hampton to Partee. 3 in the air, good. Partee trims the lead to 8, 61-53 with 3 minutes left. Here's Cornell to Massey. Massey's triple teamed in the backcourt. Gets it off to Vaughn. Now to Cornell. Into the left side to Boswell as the Mountaineers reset. Here's Massey near midcourt. And goes left side to Boswell. Boswell still with a dribble. Double teamed. Still with it. And finally gets it out to Vaughn. Vaughn into the lane. Loses control of the ball. And a held ball. Possession goes to the Blue Jays. Clever trying to call a timeout there, but we're unable to get it. Up off the bench, Derek Sopick. He'll come in for Griswold. .231 left here in this one. It's an 8-point game. Here's Hampton to the lane. Dishes right side Partee. Partee out high to Sopick. Sopick to his brother, now to Hampton. Hampton takes the shot, now gives off. 3 in the air, too strong. And rebound down to the Mountaineers. Vaughn gives to Bushman. Bushman has the ball deflected and nearly stolen. The Mountaineers with it. Vaughn in the lane is fouled. So mad scramble there. Nearly was a turnover. But the ball bounced that time for the Mountaineers. It went to Vaughn, who was fouled by Peck, his first. Team foul number 9. It's a 1-and-1 for Kelly Vaughn. The lefty at the line shoots it, and it is no good. Rebound down to Jared Sopick. Sopick to Hampton. Hampton to the corner. Gets it back on the left wing. Devin into the lane. Running one-hander is no good, but he's bumped and fouled. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Personal foul goes against Kelly Vaughn. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 10. It'll be 2 shots from here on out for the Clever Blue Jays. Stoppage in action here as there was some perspiration on the floor. In fact, right at the free throw line. And you know, Devin Hampton taking his time here, and probably a good thing. Get his composure, get a breath.
A little extra timeout.
Yeah, it's an extra timeout without costing your team one of the 5. Devin to the line. Shot up and in. 61-54 as the Blue Jays draw closer. Griswold back into the lineup as he replaces Derek Sopick, so it's kind of an offense-defense substitution pattern for the Blue Jays. Hampton's 2nd free throw. No good. Rebound down to the Mountaineers. Here comes Mount Vernon. A foul in the backcourt will go against Griswold. And that'll send Jarrett Massey to the line shooting. 2 shots as it's the 10th team foul. Massey goes to the line shooting 2. Massey on the night. 22 points, 23 now. Big game for the senior guard.
He's led his team well.
Really has.
Very solid.
Next free throw is good as the first. And a timeout on the court called by the Mountaineers. We'll take one as well. 1:45 left in this one. Mount Vernon 63, Clever 54. Back after this timeout.
B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is known as the Fireplace Family. What do? Sales, installation, and service on gas, wood-burning, and electric fireplaces, as well as pellet fireplaces and pellet stoves. They also work with new construction, repairs, or remodels. They represent Astria, Iron Strike, Empire, and Monessen. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is located at 4130 West 3rd Street in Battlefield, Missouri. For any questions, call B&K Fireplaces at 886-0660. That's 886-0660.
Back at Clever High School, 1:45 left in this one. Mount Vernon 63, Clever 54. As Clever will have it. Following the Massey free throws. Inbound pass comes to Derek Sopik. Derek back to Devin Hampton into the front court. Goes right side, three in the air is good. And a whistle on the inside. We'll see if they count the three. I think they will. The shot was up. It is a three, and it does go down for Jared Sopik. The foul on the inside goes against.
A little confused here on who the.
Well, it was a foul on the rebound. I think it was on Peck.
It looks like it was. He had some motion there.
They give it to Devin Hampton.
Oh, wow.
So Hampton picks up his fourth foul. The lead is trimmed to 6. Holy cow. Just like that, it's a 6-point lead. Free throw on the way is no good as it bounded around the rim. That time Cornell unable to hit. Big free throw here as he looks to give his team a 7-point lead. Second one, no good. Rebound down to the Blue Jays. Here comes Devin Hampton. Left side to Sopik, back to Hampton. Now left side, Sopik. Sopik looking to drive, kicks right side to his brother. Running right-hander up, no good. Tip, no good. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Clever. Not a good call as it was tipped out of bounds, I believe, by the Blue Jays. Now the officials come together. They may reverse this one. Wow, it could have went either way, and it did. It did go both ways. But it'll be the Blue Jays that'll retain possession as Partee will trigger it from the baseline. Gets it into Sopik, who spins, drives, shoots, no good as he missed a layup. A foul in the backcourt on Peck, and that time Derek Sopik had a good look. He couldn't get it to go. If he would have, it had been a 4-point game.
And he was finishing on the left side. It looked like he tried to use his left hand a little bit there, and it shook him up just enough to send that ball right off the edge of the rim.
I tell you what, it was a good move. He was moving into the lane and then spun back to the left hand. Here's Vaughn to shoot two. The lefty lets it go, and it is no good. I tell you what, you start missing and that rim gets smaller.
It does. They're trying to give him a chance.
They really are. Mount Vernon giving Clever a lot of chances here. Next free throw's up and in as Vaughn hits the second. It's a 7-point lead. Here come the Blue Jays. Right side Sopik, three on the way, good. Jared Sopik hits the three. We're at 1 minute left in this one. Inbound feed comes to Vaughn, who's fouled in the backcourt. Peck will pick up the personal foul. 58.1 seconds left in this one. Mount Vernon clinging to a 4-point lead. Vaughn to the line, shooting 2 shots. Free throw up and in. The sophomore guard that time with ice in his veins, nails it. Next one on the way, as good as the first. And it's a 6-point game. Hampton to the front court to Sopik. Sopik on the wing, gets back to Hampton. Hampton out high to Sopik, right side Peck. Here's a three in the air, off the glass and good by Jared Sopik. The ball lost out of bounds, but a timeout was called after the basket. So timeout for Clever, and the lead down to 3. 66-63, we'll keep it right here. You know, I mentioned a year ago Mount Vernon controlled the game for 3.5 quarters, and somehow Clever was able to pull it out at the end. I don't know if history's going to repeat itself or not, but boy, they've made it a game.
Yeah, Jared Sopik hitting, I think, 3 threes in a row right there. He's on fire in Sega Genesis.
Well, I tell you this right now, he didn't call backboard on that one. You know, he knocked that one off the glass, and
when you're hot, you're hot.
You know what? It counts 3, and you know, now 45 seconds left. You got a 1-possession game. You know, you get a steal, you know, you get a missed free throw, you don't have to shoot a 3 the next time down.
The biggest thing, yes, play again, like we've talked about this whole game, with poise. How can these guys come out hard D without fouling?
Well, and you know what you got to do is extend the game, and you extend the game through fouls.
Yep.
You know, you extend the game through, you know, tip balls. You make these 45 seconds last as long as you possibly can if you're a Clever Blue Jay. And for the Mountaineers, you take care of the ball and you make free throws.
Yep.
Inbound feed coming from Massey. Can't get it in. He'll call a timeout.
They're getting fired up here.
Yeah. The home crowd getting excited here as the Blue Jays have rallied from 16 down. And then how critical are those 3 free throws, those 3 extra free throws? And
those are what you're trying to teach these young guys day in and day out about keeping your head, keeping your composure, and again, giving your team a chance. And yeah, they'd be right in the thick of it.
But credit to the Clever Blue Jays for not giving up, for not knuckling in, as they were able to. They've been able to rally from down 16, and Mount Vernon hanging on here. Need to get the ball inbound and force the Blue Jays to foul them. We've seen Vaughn hit some big free throws. We've seen Massey hit some big free throws. We'll see where they go with it here. It looks like Cornell's feeding it in, and he gets it into Massey. Massey in the backcourt is double teamed, and he travels with the basketball. The double team got to him and he traveled.
And Caleb Peck, who's been fired up with his play all night, is showing a little bit of motion now, and he is trying to rally this team.
So Clever with a chance here with a 3 to tie it, a 2 to draw closer. Hampton with the ball. Into the lane he drives, he shoots and scores! Fouled on the play! Unbelievable. Hampton scores, and with that foul, Kel Cornell checks out with 5 personal fouls. He's done for the evening. And with a made free throw, it could be 66-66.
All notched up.
Who would have thunk it? Hampton to the line, shooting 1, and it gets quiet to a certain degree. Free throw up and in. We are tied at 66. And now a foul in the backcourt as the Blue Jays went for full court pressure, and I believe that Devin Hampton might have just fouled out. Yep. And he has. Personal foul on Devin Hampton is his 5th. And I don't know necessarily why we were doing that, but
I think that one might have been unintentional.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I think there was a lot of pressure in the backcourt, tied 66-66. Now the Mountaineers with 2 free throws. Vaughn's free throw up and in. Big free throw there by Kelly Vaughn. He's hit 4 tonight. And the Mountaineers have a 1-point lead. Sophomore guard at the line. Shot up is good. 2-point lead for the Mountaineers. Sopik with the ball to the front court. Feeds right side Peck. Peck into the lane. Shot up. No good. Rebound controlled by both a Blue Jay and a Mountaineer, so it's a jump ball. And possession will go to the Mountaineers with 24.8 seconds left.
Looks like Caleb Peck, as Partee came down, may have caught a shoe, or
I don't know. He's shaken up.
Yeah, took a bow to the face there or something.
Well, it's going to be Mountaineer ball after the held ball. Full court pressure from the Blue Jays. Pass into Vaughn. Vaughn in the backcourt. Double teamed, gets it to Fenton. And I think we're going to have a foul on the Mountaineers in the backcourt. And Coach Bray is beside himself. I think that personal foul whistled on Chance Fenton. No, instead it goes on Boswell.
Who is trying to see who our free throw. Are we going to get the ball back? Or?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was a team control foul.
Yes.
So it'll be Clever basketball with 20.2 seconds left. They're down by 2. Here come the Blue Jays with the ball. Sopik with it. Right side looks to Partee. Partee to drive. Shot on the way. No good, but he's fouled on the play. Yep, 92%. You went to the stat sheet. Personal foul goes on Massey's, his 4th. And Partee has a chance here to tie it with 2 free throws. First free throw, up and in. Well, we'll see how this one plays out.
Yep.
How big was that 3 at halftime?
Oh, my.
Yeah. Partee at the line. He can tie it. And he does. 68-68. Inbound feed comes to Fenton. 3-on-1 for the Mountaineers. It's stolen by Partee. Partee down the court. He drives, shoots, scores! At the buzzer.
That's the game.
They may have called a timeout. They may have a timeout. It looks like they'll put some time back on the clock. Nevertheless, the Blue Jays lead it 70-68. I have a feeling they'll put about 2 seconds left up on the clock.
Jacob Partee coming in big, the senior, when this team needed him, hitting a couple free throws, coming down, and made the steal, and then finished at the other end of the court. What a play.
How much? 1.2.
Oh, wow.
1.2. That's time
Can
for
they do it twice?
an inbounds, a dribble, and a shot.
That's about it.
I would set something up for about a 55-footer.
Yeah. That same spot, other side of the
And
court.
you know what? They darn near made one at the end of the 3rd quarter. Remember?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Well, no fouls for the Blue Jays.
No fouls.
Mountaineers want to get them into a foul situation. 1.2 seconds left. Mount Vernon has to go the distance, the length of the court here, as Boswell will attempt the inbounds feed. Blue Jays do not have a person on the man throwing it in. Boswell throws it to half court. It's caught by Massey. His shot is too strong, and in an unbelievable fashion, the Clever Blue Jays rally from 16 down in the 4th quarter, and they win it 70-16.
I'll tell you what, I don't think I could have had a better first experience, Mr. Finsky.
70-68. 70-68. Down by 16. The Blue Jays win it 70-68. Wow. They don't call you the best color man in the country for nothing. the Blue Jays rally to win it here at home. We're going to slip away here from some of our sponsors. We'll be back to wrap it up after this timeout on the Talon Sports Network.
Banks are like people. Some treat you like family, while others act like you're just a number. At the Bank of Billings, we're just local folks. We're home-owned. That means our decisions aren't made in Kansas City or St. Louis or Des Moines. They're made in Billings, Missouri. The Bank of Billings, member FDIC, Billings and Marionville, come see us. We're just local folks, too.
Bank of Billings is an equal housing lender.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season.
Back at Clever High School, the final in this one, the Clever Blue Jays 70, the Mt Vernon Mountaineers 68. This is a game that saw Mt Vernon get out to a 16-point lead late in the game, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And only to see the Clever Blue Jays come back with three after three after three, a couple of free throws, some turnovers mixed into that, and then in the final sequence, Partee fouled, went to the line, hit 2 free throws, went back on defense when Mt Vernon had a 3-on-1 fast break. Partee broke it up, stole it, went coast to coast, knocked one in with 1.2 seconds left to give Clever a 2-point victory. An unbelievable turn of events.
It's been a great night.
If you're a Clever Blue Jay.
That's true.
A tough one to swallow. This loss for Mt Vernon snaps a 7-game winning streak, and now they'll set their sights on the ball over tournament now. For Clever, they kind of right themselves with this win, 3-3 in their last 6 games.
Yep.
And now they set their sights on the Nixa tournament, and that's going to be stepping into some tough competition over there as well too. But tonight the story is the never say die attitude of the Clever Blue Jays. Down by 16, come back with a 2-point victory, and you know, history did repeat itself.
Yes, we'll let them have that last second shot
at halftime.
At halftime, you know, those sometimes can really, if you're a young kid, can mess with you mentally whenever somebody hits a big shot like that. And for them to claw, fight, and scratch their way back, I'll tell you, it's been a fun night. It's been good to watch.
We're going to take a look at post-game stats. First of all, for the Mt Vernon Mountaineers, and please keep in mind, very unofficial stats. We'll do the best we can here. But for the Mountaineers, Ty Boswell, the 6-foot junior guard, he finished with 13 points tonight. Chance Fenton with 4 points. The 6'2 senior guard, Jarrett Massey, tonight, I'm going to make sure 12 plus 9 is 21, plus 3 free throws is 24 tonight for Jarrett Massey, and a great effort from him. Kel Cornell finishes with 14 points. Kelly Bond with some big free throws down the stretch finishes with 7, and Kyle Bushman finishes with 6 points here tonight. So the Mountaineers led by their senior guard, Jarrett Massey. Massey hitting for over 20 tonight, but it wasn't enough as Mt Vernon falls by 2. For the Clever Blue Jays, I'm stalling here. I'm going to let you do your math here. The Blue Jays really ended up with some balanced scoring, and really one of the spark plugs tonight ended up being Caleb Peck, as he came in and really hustled his way into some points tonight and played some good defense. And, of course, Jacob Partee with big plays down the stretch. And
Jared Sopik ended up with, looks like here, 13 points, and his 3 threes in a row that came in the fourth quarter were definitely a thing that knocked the top off of that rim for him. And they
and you take a look, Caleb Peck finishes with 11 tonight. Yep. Mark Christopher with only 3. As you said, Sopik with 13. Jared, Devin Hampton with 11 tonight. And is that a 36?
No, 26.
26. Your left-handed writing gets me every time. 26 points tonight for the leading scorer of the Blue Jays, and Partee, as Jacob, none bigger than the last 4, as he hit 2 free throws and a big layup to win it for the Blue Jays. Well, when you think about this broadcasting, you have a good time?
Oh man, I tell you, tonight has been a treat for sure, and the game was good too. You know, not
Yeah, not all games are that exciting. I'll tell you what, I've seen some that were, but I've seen others that were not. But a big win tonight for the Clever Blue Jays, playing without their head coach Luke Brocious. I bet he was listening in at home.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he better not have turned us off when it was a 16-point game because he won't hear the end of it. You know, best wishes to Luke Brocious. I also shout out to Randy Hawkins. Randy Hawkins, the grandfather of Devin Hampton, under the weather as well, not able to get here. He's been to every game that I've ever known, and tonight not here.
I think half of Clever, everybody everywhere has been sick here in the past few weeks, so it's been passed around.
So hopefully both of those guys on the mend tonight and over the weekend as well. Hope to see them soon. A big thank you tonight goes out to all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Southern Bank, Rick's Tire Shop, BK Fireplace, Bank of Billings, Danny's Pizza, and Pit Stop Auto. And keep in mind, folks, that this game is archived, so you can go back and listen to it later. You just need to go to radiotalon.com and then get to the Clever Blue Jay logo, and it'll be archived in the days to come, and you can relive all the action that came your way here tonight as the Blue Jays came away with a 70-68 victory. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up. Josh, thanks so much for stepping in. I hope I was able to help you, and next time when you and Clint go out on the road yourself, you can handle it, all right?
I tell you what, it'll be rough not having you around, but we always appreciate our time together. Thanks again.
Josh. Thanks, Josh. Had a lot of fun. That'll wrap it up here from Clever High School. The final in this one, Clever 70 and Mount Vernon 68. For our producer engineer Daisy Kaez, our cameraman Jeff Ogle, for my broadcast partner Josh Pope, this is Benji Finsky saying thanks for listening and good night from Christian County.